Samurai Jack episode, whatever episode this is going to be a title video. This is the final episode of the series, which next week I think I'm going to talk about Firefly. I might do Sopranos, I'm not sure, I'll figure it out. But that's the next series I'm going to talk about, or one of them I'll probably talk about. I really hate to talk about this finale, to be honest, because especially when rewatching it, this is the most like conflicting like series finale I've ever seen, where so much of this episode is genuinely one of the best series finales to any show I've ever seen, and then it's the other side of the series finale is so much of the worst finale I've ever seen. And I really don't know how or why this happened this way, because I don't know, the opening of this episode is great. Essentially, you get all the old characters watching Jack be captured on TV as Aku's broadcast. I'll go to save Jack, which is such a great juxtaposition, right? You have all these characters that Jack helped throughout time, and now they're going to help him. And Jack frees Ashi, and by saying he loves her, which is the dumbest bullshit. It is so cliche, and I don't understand how that worked. But okay, like, love conquers pure evil, I guess, right? But like, it was just really lazy. And then so they jump back in time just immediately, which is really rushed. And then they go kill Aku, and killing Aku, when it's happening, it feels really satisfying and great. Like, wow, what a great moment. You waited 5 seasons for this. Here you go. Bam, it happened. But like, even that felt super rushed. And then you get to, and then Ashi's like, oh, I felt him leaving me. And then she disappears at the fucking wedding, which immediately when she said that line earlier, you knew was going to happen. So they drew this sequence out. And it's a beautiful sequence, the whole wedding sequence, all the, old mentors of Jack, everybody preparing for this. It's beautiful, like the cinematography, the music, all that. But it's all in service of something that's so lazy and dumb. Like, Jack and Ashi's relationship is creepy because he's a 50-year-old man and she's a child. Like, yeah, she's early 20s, but she's still a child compared to him. And who knows nothing about the world because she was not bred in the world. She was kept from the outside world. It's just like, oh, it's like me in my early 20s falling in love with the first woman I see. It's like, it's kind of creepy and it's just fucked up. And so I hate this whole plot line, but then you get that beautiful sequence with the ladybug and the episode ends on a bittersweet note. I like the cinematography, the animation, the music is some of the best I've seen of all time. The way this episode ends, like with the ladybug sequence, that is just one of the best endings to a TV show I've ever seen. But it's all in service of all this bullshit that's like rushed and just not well put together. And I just don't understand how Genndy, this incredible creative, who, the only things he's bad that he's done have been shit like Hotel Transylvania. Shit that had studio interference constantly. Everything else he's done has been amazing. And I don't understand how he came out with something like this. And how he let one of his greatest projects. And I do mean his greatest project. He's done, actually Primal's probably might be better at this point. I'm not sure. But it's still really fucking good. Like, how do you do this to your show? I just don't understand what they were thinking. At first I thought, well, okay, they probably ended it this way because they wanted to give Jack a storyline where, after he saves everyone, he finally gets to be at peace with someone. But then you're like, wait, Ashi dies, so that doesn't make sense. And it's dumb. I just can't stand it. It's just one of the worst things I've ever seen. I can't. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe.